I know in today's age it's very hard to have a growth mindset due to negativity around the world, negative people, and negative outcomes in your own life. But if you adapt these 3 steps, you can have a growth mindset. Stay tuned with me. So, what is the first step to having a growth mindset, right? Learning from hardship. Learning from hardship, right? Learning from hardship. So recently I got fired from my job like about a month ago. And I've been applying for jobs back to back, back to back, and I haven't got nothing since. So I'm like, okay, let me do something differently. Let me just try to like just go crazy at my business, right? My online fitness business and YouTube. These are 2 things I always wanted to do: just train people, help people, make content, and do all these other things to just do what I want, right? So I'm like, okay, but I had to go back to the root. I had to go back to the root problem, the root problem, the root problem, the root problem, right? Why did I get fired? Okay, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who gives a fuck about your job? Who gives a fuck about you being fired? Just find another job. But no, let me just think about this. This happened countless times. This is the second time this happened. I get fired around the time being at the job for like 6 months to a year, and I just get fired. And I didn't really learn why I got fired, right? So at Walmart, I kind of just did what I want. I kind of just, okay, I'm here at work. I'm gonna do my little routine, sit in the back, be on my phone, do work when I need to do work. You know what I'm saying? Basically, just not having nobody to breathe down my throat. So it was just like, okay, I just do work when I feel like it. That's basically what it was. Do work when I feel like it. And it's actually trying to, it's actually showing like in my workspace right now, me doing YouTube and me doing my online fitness. Just doing when I work when I feel like it, right? I'm like, this shit hard. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't really get the hard shit out the way. So me looking back at it, I'm like, okay, I just did whatever I want, and I just really just had somebody have a set structure for me. I really didn't have no structure for myself. So it kind of reaped the negativity of me trying to work on my business. I get overwhelmed. I get all these negative thoughts and doubts because I really didn't have that type of structure. Right. So boom. Another reason from learning from hardship. Okay, why did I even get all these points to even like get close to being fired? Right. I was being late. I was calling off work, because I didn't feel like going to work, or they pissed me off, or who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck if they pissed you off? You know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck or what you got going on? To show up, do what you got to do, and leave. You know what I'm saying? I had that kind of a lazy mindset come in terms of working, right? I know you have like kind of the same. I'm just gonna go to work, do what I need, do what I want, and just like leave and not get caught. But if you just went in and just do what you had to do, you don't have to be in the situation you're in right now. And I'm kind of like talking to myself in a way. But if you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. So I'm like, okay, I don't show up to work on time, and I do shit when I feel like it, right? So what's that saying to me? Okay, I need to build my resilience in my mind. And I have to build more focus because I was always on my phone. And I'm always on my phone, and it shows here. And when I'm always on my phone, when I'm always on my phone, it tends to build more bad habits that I do, right? So that causes me to, watch some female shake some ass, or I'm just doom scrolling. So that's what that's doing, wasting time. And time is really money. And if you just keep wasting time, you're not gonna be where you want to be. If you don't have focus, you're not gonna be where you want to be, right? So learn from your hardships, learn the root problem why you do things and why certain shit happens to you, right? That's all you have to do. And I've been slowly learning this. I'm like, okay, not showing up on time, not having a structure, and distractions, right? So I'm learning a lot about myself, like in these situations. Like I really am. I get distracted real easily, so I have to put things up that distract me, and that's going on Instagram. And me being an online coach, I really have to be on Instagram. I just gotta go on Instagram, do what I gotta do, post my content, and get the fuck up off of there. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck up off of there, because if I just keep doing that, guess what? I'm wasting time and money, right? Do what I gotta do, get the fuck up out of there, right? So that's what I learned from being fired. You know, like, okay, not showing up on time. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you got a business, you gotta show up on time. I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. every day. You know what I'm saying? I got a fucking content and lead gen every day at 6 to 7 a.m. 8 to 10, I gotta train and go to the gym and do content. And I gotta read, podcast, and lead gen. Some I should have been doing while I was at that job, but guess what? I get home, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Nah, or you gotta put in a little bit extra more work, and you don't care how you feel, bro. Really gotta be disciplined. So that's what I really learned, and that's when I'm really adapting to my lifestyle. And I'm not saying I'm the perfect person. I'm not saying you the perfect person, but try to adapt that growth mindset and learning from your hardships. You know what I'm saying? Learning from your hardships. I really learned a lot by being fired from my job and having that foundation of like being an entrepreneur, doing what I got to do for work, right? So let's learn from your hardships. It's be joyful in every situation, right? Everything happens for you for a reason, right? Everything literally happens for you for a reason. So don't be mad, right? I was literally learning this while I relapsed. So I was like, I always to beat myself up real, real bad because I relapsed. Or I beat myself up real, real bad because I just start scrolling on my phone. Beat myself up real, real bad because I'm backed up against the wall again and having certain bills hanging above my head, wondering if I'm gonna sleep in the cold or wondering if I'm gonna be in a bad spot in life. But I'm like, okay, if I'm wondering all these things, if I'm just thinking about all these things, if I'm just doing all these things, thinking about all this shit, all these burdens, all these distractions, all these negative thoughts and doubts, guess what is gonna come? Let's guess. You're gonna be a negative thought. You're gonna be a doubt. That's like the same type of situation around you. You are the people you hang around. So your mind is all you always hanging with your mind. You always hanging with your mind. So say if your mind is always negative, you're gonna be negative. You're gonna be negative. Look, bro, I'm gonna be so simple right now. If you fuck up, if you make a mistake, just be like, okay. Just literally simply say, okay, bro. I understand. Don't keep doing it, but I understand, bro. Just get up, dust yourself off, and keep on locking in. Cause that's all you have to do. Every situation, be positive. If it's negative, be positive. If it's positive, be positive. If it's neutral, be positive. If it's negative, pray. If it's positive, pray. Because every situation, you just have to be joyful in. In every situation. Another thing I learned because I was at Walmart, right? I was working at Walmart. Walmart is a decent job. It pays decent money, right? It pays decent money. But guess what? I always wanted more. I always wanted more. I always want to get my mama out the hood. I like, that's my dreams. Like, I don't want to be in the hood no more, right? But I was always thinking about that in a negative manner. Like, bro, I got to get out this job, bro. I got to get out this job. I got to get out this job. I got to do something more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm steadily just doing negative shit towards the job. And guess what the job did? Fired my ass. So now what? Literally every situation you have to be joyful in. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate, be grateful for every situation you in. You got a great job. Be grateful for that job. A lot of people probably can't even get in now. You know, be a good worker at that job. And I'm not saying just be a slave. No, just be a good worker, bro. Try to get some more cheese up. Try to get some more cheese up so you can stack your money and do what you want to do. Right? You feel me? So just be grateful for everything you have. That was one of my biggest problems. I was always just, I'm like, bro, I need more of this, bro. I never celebrated the small wins. I always tell y'all that I never really celebrated the small wins. So every win you get, celebrate, man. Celebrate, bro. Because you're gonna end up somebody working at a job that's probably paying like $12 an hour. It's some jobs out there that's doing that shit still, like Taco Bell and shit. Because they don't got a mindset that you have. So start building that growth mindset of being grateful. You feel me? And learning from every situation. You know what I'm saying? So the last but not least, have a positive perspective on any situation. This is kind of similar to the second one, but not really. But just listen to what I gotta say anyway, because like I said, okay. So boom. Say if I'm riding a bike and I fall, I'm like, damn, bro, damn, like, I'm mad. You feel me? I'm mad. Freak, fuck, I'm mad, like, bro. I fell off my bike. Then like 30 seconds later, a car going 100 miles per hour just crashed into an intersection that you was just at, and you just fell off your bike and you on the sidewalk. Don't be mad you fell off the sidewalk. Don't be mad that you fell off your bike. Be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Have a positive perspective on every situation, even if it's bad. Have a positive perspective on every situation if it's good. Learn the ins and outs of the situation. Like, if that didn't happen, this didn't happen, that wouldn't happen, I wouldn't be here right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Be joyful in every situation. That's the key one, though, I'd like to point out. Because if you're just mad all the time, man, if you're just mad and not being content of like where you at right now and expanding where you at right now, it's where you're gonna be at, bro. Back to square one. But don't give up, though, because everything is a learning factor in your life. God put you in every situation to learn because God knew, like, okay, I know life down in earth is crazy, But you can't let that control you. You have to learn from every situation. If your parents, not good parents, just be like, okay. And just learn for your own. Have God with you. Pray to God. A lot of my stories and things like that, I never really had no type of belief. I really never had no type of belief. And it was always believing in my dad, or believing in my family. Like, my family got this, and looking at my family like really like negative and toward a lot of things. So it kind of like wore off on me. So I'm thinking, like, my dad telling me all these things about all these lies and what these people doing is wrong. I'm like, okay, so what are we gonna do about it, right? What can we do? And guess what situation I'm in right now? I'm in a crib, a crib that I'm grateful to be in. Don't get me wrong. I got a roof over my head. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, okay, let's what we do. So I'm thinking on that, like, well, he got the answers, and but it's just how your environment is. Your environment really plays a part on your story. If you're in a negative environment, if you're not that in a not so good environment, you have to really just learn for yourself and like really get things and turn to things that's more positive, like God and Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ really helped me a lot in these last couple of days of me being at church, just building a positive perspective on life, not tweaking while you in the bad storm. Because if you just be calm and be peaceful in every situation, the storm gonna pass and you gonna have a bright future ahead of you. So every situation, just be cool, bro. Be cool. Be cool and work hard, man. Work hard on everything you do and believe in God, believe in the higher power, believe in whatever you believe in. In my case, I believe in myself, in Jesus Christ. You got for me. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at Jesus. Like, I'm not gonna force anything down your throat. This is my belief, my perspective. If you really want a positive life, a life where you choosing to do the right thing every day, just look at Jesus Christ's life. He was alive for I forgot how many days, but just look at his life. Positive, a positive life. Look at Matthew. Look at Matthew. Look at the whole book of Matthew. Tell you how to live a good life. He not expecting you to live that good life. You feel me? I'm not gonna rant about that. I know some people don't want to hear that, but that's just my perspective on that. And I love you. If you feel like nobody love you, bro, I love you, bro. God love you. I'm gone.